Can you beat the DSOs at their own game? Well, in some ways you actually can, and I'm going to show you one today. And a lot more on this episode of the Dental Practice Fixers podcast. Hey, I'm Dr. Richard Matto, co-founder of the Matto Center for Dental Practice Success, and I'm your host on the podcast. So welcome to today's episode. All kinds of great stuff for you today. Hey, here in my hometown of Baltimore, Maryland, we love the Orioles, or as we like to call them, the O's. When things are going well, you always hear the phrase, I'll do it in my best Baltimore accent, how about them O's around town? I think what they're trying to say is, how about those Orioles? How about them O's? So that's what you hear around town. And after a ton of really rough seasons, last year the O's came back strong with a roster of exciting young players. It was really great. And this year started even better. By the All-Star break, we were 20 games over 500 and cruising for the divisional title. But as baseball tends to do, things took a little turn. And after the break, the Orioles kind of fell apart a little bit. Now, as I'm recording this, you'll probably hear it a few days later. It looks like we're limping into the playoffs at best. So we are going to make it, but the ending is just a little bit disappointing. And here's my dental practice lesson here. Now, I am no baseball expert, but like everyone else, I'm an armchair analyst, right? So here's my very amateur armchair analysis of what happened to the Orioles after the All-Star break. It seemed like instead of really going for the hits, instead of swinging for the singles and doubles, every time someone came up to the plate, they were aiming for the fences. They were trying for a home run. And what happened? A lot of strikeouts, a lot of fly balls, stranded runners, lost games, instead of those consistent singles and doubles that would have kept the innings alive and brought in the run. So in dentistry, we often think about moving our practices forward, but we believe we need to make these huge, sweeping changes. That can be really, really intimidating. And, sometimes we just take that massive swing and get disappointed. Or even worse, we never take the massive swing at all. Classic dentist, paralysis by analysis. We know we need to do something big, but we're afraid. We overanalyze and we don't do it. But what if we just focused in our practice on hitting the singles? The little changes that we can do incrementally over time that will add to huge improvement. They're a lot less overwhelming, they're more predictable, and they can definitely get the job done. So my challenge for you today, maybe even at your next team meeting, what are 2 singles that you can do in your practice today, to provide better service, increase treatment plan acceptance, get more referrals, all those good things, but without swinging for the fences? 2 simple things you can accomplish well today, and then 2 more tomorrow, and then 2 more the next day, and then 2 more the next day. And before long, you will have had huge changes done incrementally. My favorite way. Okay, well, that's the real story for today. I think this is kind of a business legend, but I love this story too. And we'll use this one to start talking about how you can beat DSOs at their own game. A long time ago in a small town, I think that's how all business stories start. A long time ago in a small town, there was one barber shop or hair salon, whatever you want to call them. They did really high quality work, and they were the only game in town, and everybody liked them, and they were always busy, and it was great. But then one of those big chains like Supercuts or someone like that moved into this small town, and they put up a huge billboard that said $10 haircuts. And the owner of the salon was really worried, and they were losing some customers, and everyone was talking about, you can go get a $10 haircut at this new Supercuts place. It was awesome. So what did the owner of the salon do? Did they lower their prices? Did they try to do that race to the bottom that they never could win? No. What they did was right next to Supercuts' big billboard that said haircuts for $10, they put up a billboard that said, we fix $10 haircuts. Now, did this actually happen? I'm not sure, but I love the story. And I'm not saying that you put up a billboard near your local DSO saying we fix crappy dentistry. Wow, that was quite an assumption. Should I have said that? Okay, what the heck, I'll say it. But I'll tell you something, you can do the same. You can fix the $10 haircuts that the DSO is providing by giving service and care that is so extraordinary that people will see through your reviews, through word of mouth, and through referrals that you are fixing the $10 haircuts of dentistry. I love that phrase. We're going to fix the $10 haircuts of dentistry. But that's how you can beat the DSOs at their own game. Do it better. Get the word out. Let everyone know that you are the superior dental practice in your area. That doesn't mean you put up a billboard saying we are the superior dental practice in our area, but it certainly means you do everything you can to get that reputation. So, can you beat the DSOs? I think you can. But there was one area where you could never beat the DSOs, and that was on your pricing for dental supplies, for equipment, for lab, all those things. They were just so huge and so powerful. They were able to negotiate amazing prices, and you just could not beat the DSOs at that game, at the overhead game. But I'll say, maybe until now, because as you know, it's been my mission to find amazing opportunities for our podcast listeners, that's you, and for our email subscribers, that can be you. If you go to matto.com/newsletter, you should do both, the podcast and the newsletter. That's the exacta. But it's been my mission to find for my people. And I really do appreciate all of the amazing comments that we've gotten for our credit card processing, our scrap refining, our aligner therapy, SEO, and more. I've worked really hard to find these amazing companies and amazing deals for you. But what I'm about to reveal has literally been 10 years in the making, and it can have a massive impact on your practice when it comes to competing with DSOs for pricing, for overhead, and all those things. So please just take a moment to listen carefully. It's all about cutting your overhead, slashing your costs, and how you can finally compete with those DSOs. How about them DSOs? You can find, you've probably heard that over the years at the Matto Center, we've had variations of different dental supply buying groups and buying clubs, whatever you want to call them. There's exclusive clubs that offer incredible discounts. Well, we had them, but we ended the last one about a decade ago. Few things happened. First of all, of course, there was the big online shift. Everything became available online. It seemed so easy. You could compare prices. You can do price shopping. You can get a great deal online. Now, unfortunately, what many dentists didn't realize that they would go to their rep and say, can you beat this price? Can you beat that one? They kind of get you used to those low prices, and eventually they do the price creep, where they slowly raise the prices on you. They test the prices, they raise the prices, do some testing, and your once great deal would just disappear. But online shift, and of course the DSO takeover, with the rise of DSOs and corporate dentistry, they gain this power to get much better deals than, honestly, that I could ever get you. So I decided that I wasn't happy bringing you anything less than exceptional, and it's been 10 years since I found something I really like to offer: group pricing on dental supplies, equipment, etc., etc. But people have been asking me constantly, can I help them save on everything? Supplies, lab fees, large equipment, implants, scanners, more, and I just wasn't satisfied. But man, recently I found out about this company. This has been over the course of a few months. I contacted them, I met the owners, the leadership, everyone, and I gotta say, this could be, in this area, the game changer that I know I've been waiting for, and maybe you've been waiting for. It's called DDS United, and it's a GPO, a group purchasing organization, a group purchasing organization. That means that over 1,000 practices have banded together to get massive discounts on practically everything you need in your practice. It's like getting DSO level pricing without anyone breathing down your neck and making clinical decisions for you. So best of both worlds, right? You can still run your own practice and be autonomous, but get DSO pricing on your supplies, your equipment, your lab, all this great stuff. I've been working with Dr. Jody Ames, who is the founder, and we are right now, launching. This is the first announcement to our podcast listeners. That's why it's a little bit wordy. I apologize, but I'm so excited about this. I just have to tell you all the details. So DDS United has already negotiated these amazing prices for our listeners. You just buy from the vendor partners, just as you normally would buy from any vendor. You automatically get the discount. You automatically get the group pricing. You get everything from your supplies to scanners and implants and large equipment. It's really, really awesome. So now, when it comes to your overhead control and your pricing, instead of being a solo dentist or small group, you now have the buying power of a GPO, a group purchasing organization, backing you up. It gets even better. If there are any issues, we've got your back. DDS United will do price comparisons. They'll go to bat for you with customer service issues. It's awesome. So as a listener to the Dental Practice Fixers podcast, there's no membership fee ever. And I'll always keep you updated on some more great ways to save. So this is awesome. It's unbelievable. How do you find out more? How do you sign up? Go to matto.com/DSO. United, MADOW.com/United. Make sure you tell them you heard about it from me, from Dr. Rich Maddow, the Maddow Center, however you want to phrase it. You'll start getting the benefits right away. It's unbelievable. Go to Maddow.com/United, MADOW.com/United. Let them know that I sent you. And the discounting starts almost immediately. You will absolutely save money because you're part of a huge, huge, huge group. Okay, woo, that was a lot. Now, of course, you can still use our credit card processing, Maddow.com/save. That stacks. They're awesome. I don't think DDS United offers credit card processing, but they offer a ton of other things. So go in there, check it out. Start saving today. All right, that was enough about that. I think it's the time we've all been waiting for. That's our mystery shopper calls. We had a little theme today. I'm just a regular old guy having some cold sensitivity in one of my teeth. Or as I think I said in one of the calls, one of my back molars. I just love that phrase. Little sensitivity in the back molars. Okay, now obviously someone's calling saying I'm having a little sensitivity. Let's get them in to check it out. An exam, a consult, whatever it is. You can't diagnose or give advice over the phone. So of course, all of our offices did that correctly today. Or did they? Let's find out. Go over here to Command Central. Call number 1. The heck is that horrible music? Without even saying hello first. Wow. That's awful. Kind of obnoxious.
Thank you for calling Central. How can I help you?
Hey, I've got a question for you. I noticed one of my teeth is like sensitive to cold things. Like if something cold hits it, it just does like just a little zinger for a couple seconds. Is that something to be concerned about?
Have you gotten any treatment done recently?
I've not had any treatment done recently.
Yeah, like a filling maybe in that area, any pound?
I don't think so. No.
No, because I mean it can be normal. Your teeth can become sensitive in certain areas. However, it also can be a sign of maybe a small cavity because that tends to happen too. Mm-hmm. So I mean, if you like, we can get you in just so that way the doctor at least could take a look at it and take an X-ray on that tooth just to make sure there's nothing forming.
Interesting. Okay.
Or
cool.
if you wanna, yeah.
Go ahead.
Or if you want to wait it out. When did it start?
It started like 3 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yes. So it's really up to you if you would like to wait it out or, give it a couple more days or you want to come in and, get it checked out.
Yeah, I see. Okay, yeah, I'll probably wait it out a couple more days. Why not, right?
Okay. Yeah, just wait it out. I would say like 2 more days, and then if it's still bothering you, then, come in. That way it could just get checked out.
Great. Okay, I'm going to put a note on my calendar. 2 days, check tooth.
Yes.
Excellent. All right,
okay.
Great. Thank you so much. Cool.
No problem. Have a good day.
Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Just wait it out, no problem. One thing about her, we were like having the tendency to talk over one another. That led to some weird conversations and some uncomfortable pauses. Sometimes it's the phone system, there's a delay. I don't think that was the case here. I think she just wasn't really listening and started talking at the wrong time. So that's like a basic courtesy phone skill that she wasn't all that good at. But then at the beginning, she was telling me to come in. And then towards the end, she said, wait it out. Now, wait it out. Sure, for cold sensitivity, possibly could be a little nothing and waiting it out will work. But why not use this opportunity to get a new patient in the practice? Have them in right away. Act like it's something that's, important. And it is important. It's important to me. I'm calling the office. I'm not just doing nothing. I'm calling a dental office. It's their obligation to get me in to take a look at it. Plus, it's a new patient. Get me in right away. She should have said, come on right down. Come on right over. Let's take a look. You know what? It might have been nothing. It might have been something, but it certainly would have been a new patient in the door. So not really that good. All right. As I always say, she was nice, but made no attempt to get me in. Actually, she kind of made a little attempt at the beginning, then gave up and told me to wait it out. Not cool. Next.
How can I help you?
Hey, I've got a question for you. I notice sometimes one of my teeth is like a little bit sensitive to cold. Is that something that's pretty normal?
Were you a patient here?
No, I'm not a patient there.
Sensitive to cold. I think if it's persistent, then you should get an exam and an X-ray.
Hmm. So persistent, but if it's just like every now and then maybe it fades away or something, totally
I
normal.
mean, your teeth shouldn't be sensitive to the cold. Like if it's again, if it's persistent, then it's a problem. Like every single time you chew ice or anytime something cold hits that tooth and it's sensitive, then you should get it checked out.
Got it. Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for that.
No problem.
Okay. Bye.
Have a good one.
I don't get it. She told me I should get it checked out, yet she didn't offer that they could be the ones that check it out. What did I call, podiatrist office or something? I called your dental office to get advice. Your advice was get it checked out, yet you didn't offer me that opportunity. Woo! What is going on here? Horrible at best. Let's keep rocking it.
Thank you for calling Dental. How can I help you?
Hey, I have a question for you. I've got a tooth that's like, I think it's one of my front molars, and it's just a little bit sensitive to cold. Is that normal? Usually, something that typically happens.
I'm sorry, what was your question?
I have a tooth. I think it's like one of my front molars, and it's a little bit sensitive to cold. I just want to know if that's something that typically happens.
Yeah, it should be.
It's normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
Okay. Oh, great. So nothing to worry about. It sounds like.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.
Get better. Bye.
Get better. Oh my God. Okay, you know what? I never say this, but she might have been hopeless. What an attitude. First of all, I thought I was speaking pretty clearly. I told her exactly what was going on, and clearly she wasn't listening. She just like, what did you say? I think she was like looking at TikTok or something, or completely in another world. Then I came back and just told her my tooth was sensitive to cold. She just said like, oh, yeah, who cares? Get better, idiot. Oh my God, what was going on there? That was truly, truly horrendous. Short to the point, she just had no interest in talking to me. She did tell me to get better, though. That was really sweet. I think it's hard to say this is one of the worst ones I've ever heard, but that might have been. I mean, sometimes people talk to me for 3 minutes and they're super friendly, but then they never ask for the appointment. Well, that's really bad. But she was downright, like, she just had no interest in helping me and couldn't wait to get me off the phone. The call lasted 36 seconds, and she said goodbye. Woo! That was bad. Okay. Let's do one more. We're having so much fun. Let's do one more here. Where'd it go? Here it is.
Thank you for choosing Dr. Dental Office. Gabby speaking. I can help you.
Hey, I have a question for you. I have a tooth that's a little bit sensitive to cold. I thought maybe you could give me some advice on what to do about that. It's not horrible, but every time like something cold hits it, it's just a little like a blink.
Okay, and I'm sorry, Mass, who's calling?
Oh, sure. My name's Howie.
And Harry, have you been here before, or this is your first time?
I've never been there before.
I see. Okay. All right, Mr. Harry. Well, thank you so much for choosing our office. I guess best suggestion would be if you can stop by to the office, Dr. Shah can take a look. We need to see what's going on with that tooth. Why is the sensitivity coming in whenever you drink something cold, or use it drink only, right? Not eating.
Well, I quit drinking a couple of years ago, but sure.
So when will you be able to come in?
So I could come in today? That would be awesome. Is that what you're saying?
Hold on one second. Let me just check my schedule for today.
Or, it's I don't think it's an emergency. It's just, I've been putting up with it for a few weeks.
Okay. I can bring you in tomorrow at 1:30.
Wow, that is great. May I check my work schedule and call you back shortly?
Sure, definitely.
Great. Thank you so much. You're very kind.
No problem. And you said John is your first name, right?
Howie.
Howie. Sorry, I'm just changing your name.
Enough.
Okay, Mr. Howie. So I'll talk to you in a few minutes then.
Good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye.
You know, I feel like when somebody offers an appointment, that like the Hallelujah choir should start like Hallelujah. So, okay, it wasn't perfect because at the very end, she should have gotten my name, contact information. She should have actually set up the appointment and then called me to confirm. But still, out of all the calls we've been doing over the last months, years, decades, it's so rare that somebody offers a specific time like that. First, she offered today. I said, I don't think I can come in today. She said, how about tomorrow at 1:30? It's just scary to believe because it's so basic. But if you're a regular listener, you know that probably happens fewer than 1% of the time. So she wasn't perfect, but we are going to give her the Dental Practice Fixers Podcast Award for the day. She gets a gold record. That was awesome. She offered an appointment for today. She offered a time for tomorrow. Yeah, not perfect because she should have gotten my name, contact information, made the appointment, and then called me back. But still better than just about everyone else. So I think we should end on that note. This was so much fun today. Remember those O's. Go for some singles and doubles. Remember, you can fix the $10 haircuts of dentistry. You can beat the DSOs at their own game when it comes to customer service, superior treatment, super painless injections, running on time, all those simple things we've talked about over the years. And now with our group purchasing organization, you can get incredible pricing, just like those DSOs. Go to matto.com/united to learn more. Make sure you tell them I referred you. There will be no membership fee ever. Thanks so much for listening to the Dental Practice Fixers. I'm Dr. Richard Matto. It's been a pleasure, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.